Hello and welcome back. Right, we're straight back on here. This is, bear with me on this one. This is obviously completely new. I've got no way of actually knowing, what way this is going to go, sort of thing. Because this is all, it's not something I've ever played before. So it is a little bit. I'm not talking about the realism now. I'm not. That's, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I've taken those off. I was just playing around with reminding myself how to take things on and off, just because it's not you soon get out the habit. So yeah, what we're going to do is, because we have got very little to do, we know last time I filled the food up, we filled the water up, and there's very little we can do. We've got 8 tons of wool in here. We are totally reliant on this. We've got 8 tons of wool, which converts to 4 tons, which does mean in time we will have 5 tons. Obviously, also our 270 animals now. It's growing. That is in time going to actually really help. We've got 1, 2, 3 sets of adults, and they're halfway through puberty nearly, and they're just going into puberty, so we're doing well now. The reproduction, the 60% ones, they're not going to be long, and we've got another 50 odd. So this is expanding, but it is a little slow, and that's what I'm apologising for, because this is different to what I'm used to doing, and there's nowhere for me to hide, nothing for me to do at all other than to allow the herd to grow. And there's nowhere else I can hide. There isn't, so I'm just asking you to bear with me on that, really. So, but the one good thing is, the one thing I do like about this is, we're not faffing around. There's nothing else other than waiting for this to happen, and it is going to happen quickly. So there's nowhere for me to do, no crops to gather in, no anything to do other than to speed time up and to obviously let the wool grow and let our wool form here and feed our sheep. It truly is. There's still plenty of grass on there. We have got our self-made weight. I'm wondering with the Kramer though. I am, but again, I'm learning my lesson. In a couple of sessions, both on Attingham and on my new Stone Valley, I bought things early, and then basically when in the sales, objects came up that would have done. I bought mowers brand new, and we were still waiting for things to happen. And then on Stone Valley, basically, before I first started to mow, mowers dropped, and I'm like thinking, you've got to be a bit more patient. Don't try and force things to happen. Yes, you can't wait for them, but don't buy them until the very morning that you need to use those things, because like that, you wasted money. I mean, I did sell them in the end, but it's still not the point. You still waste money. It's true. You've got to I keep saying it's a bit of a journey of faith in some ways. Not waiting for the right thing to drop in the stairs, because that's sheer daftness. It's not going to happen very often, but you don't buy things early, because you do, and then it goes wrong and you do get it drop. So you've got to, just walk the walk. When you've got to buy something new, then buy something new. But other than that, just hang on. So there's nothing for us to do. We're fed and watered them, so it is sleepy time. Well, we're going to, let the month go. So it is 9 o'clock starts now. Going forwards, now our month, let me remind myself, it's April or May. Let's have a quick look, because we have got very little to do other than wait for our window of opportunity, and obviously keep moving let's have a quick look. So it does also tell us the water. So there's another 5 tons, which is 2.5 tons converted into clothing, fabric, and then clothing. So right, let's have a look. It is that one, and we are looking for clothes, which I've just gone past. And yes, it is April. March is getting good, so it's March and April really, but also February going onwards. So, but if we want the truest, it is the best is absolutely April. So I think we saw the one last on May month, or was it late April? I think it was late April. So then, let's have a quick look. There's nothing more for us to do. Ooh, wow. Right, okay, there is. We've got to grab that lot and stick it in. And the other thing is, as I said, we are truly saving up. Oh, we need to drop that at the back. Truly, that is a point. Are we gonna? Yeah, we were doing that for the. Doing it again. Pressing the button. It's quite amazing. You get out the habit so quickly. Yeah. I was gonna say. Keeps taking a screenshot. Right, wool. Yeah, I'm not going to keep knocking that from one configuration to the next. It's daft. Now then, are we going to go out this? No, we're going to go down. With it not being... Well, I don't know. I don't think there's been an update for this yet. So... Yeah, and if it is, I'm not quite sure that the gate is going to be top on the list of things to fix. So we may have to put up with this. I am so glad that we actually put our own gate in and fence, because this would have been... Yeah, quite a bit more tricky. It would have driven me crazy. Really, right, so we want to grab the big one. Yeah, total realism. Yeah, I'm enjoying this, I am. Apart from it is strange because of its... And I do love the Kramer. I got another manufacturer, one of the new ones, Kubota, and it was very slow, and it really made me appreciate this, actually. It's all of its strengths now then. We need to be looking at those pins. Level, that's not far off level. Now we go hit the ground. If I remember rightly, no, it was also the ground's a bit unlevel, so yeah. Yeah, the one thing that is a bit weird is they don't want to slip down the sort of forks, which is a bit strange. Now why have we got... I'm trying to remember, have those plastic boxes... Oh, that's the point I never did look in here, did I, this morning? Slurry distributors can be attached to suitable slurry tanks. We have got absolutely nothing for any of these, no use at all, truthfully. Yeah, what I'm gonna... Yeah, let's have a look in... You used to get the plastic boxes, yeah, it was plastic boxes, wasn't it, for storage. The only thing I can think of that is like that is the fillable pallet. 2,000 tons and all that lot can go in it. We used to have the plastic... that is true. We did have the pallocks, magseed box and potato pallocks. Right, it's potatoes. Maple syrup, yeah, pallets. I'm just looking, because I have put a lot of mods in and don't always look at what... that's interesting. Yeah. We used to have the plastic boxes. I can't remember who it was by, but yeah, I think it's just the fillable pallets, isn't it now? Remember, you're not going that way. This thing turns on a dime as well. It's beautiful. I do absolutely think it's amazing. Yes, wish I'd tried one sooner. Still obviously a massive fan of telehandlers and wheel loaders, but yeah, this is... I mean, it was very reasonably priced. Wow, you have to literally go in there to actually shut it. Yeah, I've done lots of episodes. I did a whopper of an episode on Attingham yesterday. It was humongous, it truly was. Doing very well on that. I'm well chuffed with that. I think Stone Valley is a hard economy. Yeah, and that's actually, yeah, we're still doing alright. Quite surprised me in a nice way, actually. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to go get all of them. Because I hoped that the pallets would join together, the two, so I think what we'll do is we shall... in fact, that's the point. If we leave... I always thought if you left the pallets on the square that they would, like, form and make the next one, but they seem to have, like, almost forgotten the previous ones. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a mystery to me. Well, it's good to see we're not losing money. Yeah, H2676. We're sort of gaining a little. We'll have a look at the animals. disappointing. Now, they never did like... Let's make sure to see that that's not far off square. Now, that is where I would have thought it was. Can we put that on top of the other one? No, they don't like it, do they? Tell you what, no, they never have done. They do right weird things. Oh, my life, has that just sprung off somewhere? It has. Yeah, I had the same problem on No Man's Land. If you try to force them together, to put them on top of each other, they do the weirdest things. Right, no, you totally missed that. Let's look at the little divots. That's not far off. That's actually very uneven ground, so we'll be looking to capture that. Right, okay. I don't know what happened to the other one. It's obviously flung off into outer space. We may find it one day in the field next door, or maybe another field somewhere else on the map. But yeah, we've sorted the problem out. Ooh. Yeah, this is why I'm not a massive fan of manual. Yeah, the hiccuping and weird stuff that goes on. It's not, one of the forks is not even in properly. And yeah, it's like gone on top now. Yeah. Almost makes me want to buy the big bag winch. My absolute favourite. So yeah, I wouldn't get any issues with that. I'd just literally grab it. And this wouldn't suit the Total Realism series though, not really. Although I suppose it's really about game mechanic. All my life. Yeah, it is. It is truly. That's 3.5 tons. Well, 3.25 tons. Well, in between the two. So, please make it to the place. Shall have a look. Brief look. Right, animals. 30,000, 13,000. They're drinking a lot. That is brilliant. Well, yeah, we'll top that up in the morning both. And very slow to make the clothes. It's only gone up by about 1,000. I don't get why it's so slow. Right, anyway. Yeah. Nothing we can do until the morning. Yeah, we have checked the sales, Mr. Smith. We have, right, yeah. Let's go straight through. I'm not going to faff around. This is all about us doing the only things that we can do presently. The clothes are building. I'm hoping we get a second set. I'm certainly sticking plenty of wool, but we do need to be buying that square of land and need to be placing yet more spinneries. Right, okay, yeah, money's pretty much staying the same. How much have we? Ooh, now that is quite impressive. 5 tons a day and a little bit more. So, yeah, 18 tons and 98% health. Ooh. Ah, we've had births then. I was going to say, there's only one reason when you've got food and water, and that is that... Right. Okay. Right, okay then. Let's get this. We need to grab that last little bit. Yeah, we are going to have to be growing some off the field though, because this grass is not working. So I think we will be cutting our own grass, if I'm honest, if this is anything to go by, because that new mod isn't working. Smashing. Right, so let's grab the last of the grass in. I do see, yeah, I seriously think I'm right. Sorry about the awful ground here. Yeah, I think we will. I think we're going to have to... do think if we're going to do that though, yeah, we will have a look at the sales in a minute. I realise I haven't checked my favourite time of the day. Yeah, we've got plenty of grass windrows from that original cut. Yeah, it is weird. Obviously, I can't fight game mechanics. They are what they are. Obviously, if this was in old seasons, although I have got to be honest, I played old seasons quite a lot. Oh, really, animals? Let me please fill this. back. So if we go into the middle. Let's reverse. Yeah, we need to go a little bit. Smashing. Yeah, we're going to have to grab some grass off. I think if we are, let's have a look. Oh, so it's just the Santana still, nothing more. Yeah, let's have a look what you have got on front loaders. Isn't there an attacher for... I wouldn't normally do this, have a telehandler tool for this, but I am thinking, isn't there an interface to swap from front loader to telehandler? Because I'm thinking, well, it would be nice to lease first. Yeah, I'm thinking of that. The grain shovel, which is, yeah, I am. That would be very useful for if we're going to sort of have a homemade adapter. With this adapter, you're going to attach a front loader. It's the other way around, isn't it? Okay, is there in front loader tools then? Is there an adapter to go from front loader to telehandler? I'm not sure. I've never tried to do this. I know obviously the CSZ pack was an absolute beaut in FS19 where you could literally swap around from one to another to another. That was amazing. And then the other thing is there's lots of things in like miscellaneous and like little, yeah, so let's have a look. It's going to have to be miscellaneous. Is there anything in here? By a pusher. Quick change tool lifter. No, it's not it. Adapter from vehicle by 3 points of the tractor to telehandler tool. 3 points to telehandler. So not front loader. Huh? If it was any other Let's Play, I'd actually would have a bit of a muck around with this. But money is seriously, yeah, a problem. We can't just, not even lease. And yes, I've got those 2 new tanks in, and they are very reasonable. Yeah, I don't think there is. I think we are absolutely 3-point adapter to wheel loader. Front loader tool. So you can do a wheel loader one. That's a little bit pricey. Okay. Right. Remember, this is ultra realistic, so we have to do those first, then that, then you, and we are going to go to the shop and have a look if this is right or not. Yeah, if we can, we'll have to lease a... Yeah, now that is a point. Does this? Yeah, it does. You can just drop them. I thought so. I was just reminding myself. It is weird when you play normal rules and then you come onto a Let's Play where you play by a different set of rules, which is why I wanted to do this on all, but I do realise it is exactly as Phil B said, it's not fair. It's not fair on everybody to just like make a decision like that. That's the point. Did I check to see? Whoa, sorry, that was brakes, that wasn't me. And he hit, so he does it again. Such, you know, sometimes. I love the speed of this. Yeah, it's as fast as the tractors. That's as we're passing. Have we got any clothes yet? No, we haven't. How close are we? Actually, very close. So I think we could have 2 pallets. Yeah, for next year, which should be enough for us to buy. Yeah, I mean, also our herd will be really, really large. So we may be able to branch out into normal farming, which is what we're trying to do. Absolutely. Is that crop ruined or is it ready to? It looks like it's gone bad. Right, so then. Front loader to wheel loader. We should try that. We shall see. It's typical though, as I say, you're leasing things just to test things on a Let's Play where you can really ill afford spending any money because money is really tight. Whoa, brakes. Right, I do love how it turns on a dime. It's absolutely fantastic for that. Yeah, even it even turns better than the Kubota. I went into the Kubota thinking it was... Oh, of course, we bought the lorry, didn't we? Smashing. No, and I don't mean smash the windows, Mr. Smith. Is it the other way, or is it this way? Right, I'd guess the other way. If, of course, you're right about what this does. Oh. And of course you've knocked it over. Right. Why is that put that so close to the Tatra? Almost knocks it over. Oh, I like the view out of this. That's a beaut. Now, in Europe, this is the type of truck that I, all my life, am used to seeing. Not the Tatra Phoenix, but this shape, like the Mans. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Please don't tell me this has to be... So I would have thought this was just a... Well, we've tried it both sides, so I'm guessing that's a bust, which is weird because it does say it's a front loader. No, doesn't want to attach, so I'm guessing that is a bust. Ah, that's just typical. Okay then, right, well it's front loader it is. Let's see, is there anything bigger on the front loader? And let's also send that back, that waste of money that we could ill afford. 3-point adapter, 2-wheel loader. 3-point adapters, to me that sounds like a normal 3-point. Return. Right, okay. In that case, we do need to be buying... Well, I don't think there are many, really. I think what we've got is actually about as good as it gets. We've got the self-made. I'm sure that's 2 tons. I think that is literally its limit. I mean, yeah, there is the Ruby that's very slightly more. I don't think there is anything super duper. 2.7 again, it's just margin. That's 3,000. That's true. That is 3 tons instead of 2. Yeah, these are small. I was looking at these the other day. 228. Yeah, these are stones. Ah, universal. It is massive. Yeah, the Fliegel is obviously 2005, but it's also very expensive. Quick is 2 tons. We've got that, and that's 2 tons. Universal 1000. So we have got them, but they are 2005 would be the greatest. You've got to ask yourself the question: is almost double worth that? And it is very large. I suppose that means it's got a very wide thing, though. So is that so? Well, either that or we buy. I think we've got to do it. Yeah, I do. I think that is it. It's tough. Right, yeah, the only nasty thing is it's a bit of a bit awful to take back down. Ooh. Yeah, it's a bit wide. We're going to have to go high. coming. Right, indicate right. Check there's nothing on that side coming. Switch your indicator off. Right, smashing. Well, we've done the best that we can. This is now, yeah, this is our means of getting grass off the field. We should be manually doing that. Because, yeah, we definitely can't afford to be buying a proper forage wagon. And also, yeah, we are getting through. We can buy grass, it is that as well. We shall see. We'll try this for a little bit, and if it's just ridiculous and it's taking too long, then we'll just have to buy grass, because yeah, our clothes will definitely cover how much the grass it's going to take to do this. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I still don't know how I'm going to fill this pet fuel wise. I know there's obviously probably a lot of people that are actually fully aware of how you do this, and yeah, it's the first time I've ever had one of the gas ones. Right, let's grab some from close first. Let's just have a bit of a practice. Yeah, try to keep it level. Wow. Going to fill it up, so I want to see if we can actually cope with 3.5 tons of weight quite easily. Yeah, this is the difference between a front loader on a tractor and a front loader, isn't it really? Now then, this is where you need a real set of eyes. Yeah, if I drop that down, that should go straight in. Yeah, smashing. Right. We are to drop that down. And we are going to go get our water. That needs doing now. So that works. That's smashing. We're going to get through the winter, I hope, in this session. Yeah, in fact, it would be nice, really, to take it. So we're going to have to do quite a bit of feeding. We'll go through till morning. Remember, you have got to attach it. Right, smashing wires. Great. Can't believe that's how well the flock is growing. That is amazing. Start filling. Let go. Doing it again. Doing it again. Oh, you're that used to just clicking the A button for let go that you just click it and then you think, why is it not releasing? Because you're so used to it doing it. Right, so let's go and have a... No, we just looked. Literally looked before we went up. Yeah. Right, okay then. So we have got 5 tons. We shall sleep till the morning. Yeah, animals are happy. We've watered and fed them. Check the sales. Our list of jobs is quite small presently. We should see what the grass is down to today to see how much roughly we're going down to from one session. What? One session? 1 month even? Yes. Let's have a look. Ooh, now that is a beaut. Yeah, it is. That's a good price as well. It is. It's quite amazing, that is, because to be honest, there's the amazing class. It's, yeah, Oh, it's 5 meters. Oh, it's... Yeah, sorry, I was thinking it is a mower, but it's not what I'm thinking. It's actually the mower for a forage, harvester. I was thinking it was a mower. It looks like the class Corto, but it's not. Good price for the Mergimax as well. Let's go and have a look, because I would say 20. It's going down about 10 tons per day. Then water by about 6. So we can leave it till tomorrow morning. That should pop in the morning. We've got plenty of wool still in being converted, but we should get our first set of clothes by tomorrow morning. Oh wow, 2 pallets. That is phenomenal. It really is. Right, okay then. I think we are going to have to convert, because our main job, now that we've got we can actually convert that and keep it as in bale configuration so we can stick more on. I think that's probably the way to go. But before we do that, let's do the water while we're on it. And then we should fill it, and then we should let go of it. Right, so we want to disconnect the wire, disconnect the attacher. Let's grab some grass. Let's get 3 or 4 sets of that done so that we can stick that straight into there. And then we're going to take that, convert it to bale configuration so we can stick lots of things on. That's what I'm thinking. Right, level. That doesn't look far off. If you look across the top on this one. Yeah. Yeah, that is picking up. Is it picking up well? Or is it... Yeah, it's picking up well, definitely. Yeah. Ooh. Not sure that it is. It's just picking up somewhat, but... It's got a nice wide pickup. So for 4 of these, we do about 14, 3, 5, 7, 14, that is true. Yeah, that looks about right. So we should do 4 of these. That will be slightly keeping ahead until we run out, and then we will literally be buying some grass, because it doesn't seem that even though the grass is definitely proper grass, it doesn't seem to be working with I haven't seen it work on anything yet, the new animal pasture mod at all. I've got plenty with proper grass, or with the deco foliage grass, the one that it says the meadowy type grass, so it should truthfully work, but yeah, I've never seen it go like in the videos where it starts to go smaller. This looks totally as good as ever, like it's not been caught, so I really just don't know what's happening, because it doesn't seem to be doing as it's so I don't know if it's not working or whether it's just that I haven't a clue, if I'm honest. Say that's about right. Maybe a touch more. Yeah, that's true, it hit the bar, that should be fine. Right, level. It's not level. That looks about level. Just, I'm not sure how close to the floor it is. That's dragging on the floor. Just getting it, definitely. Yeah, quite well as well. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, this is the bad thing that I was literally sort of saying. It is very grassy. It's very cheap. I think time, elements, and everything. It's yeah. We'll do it for today, but I think we'll just keep that in Bale in the configuration is grab grass, and we'll literally grab the. Like we have been doing, running up a set at a time. It's really not. It's not that difficult, really. Oh, this doesn't seem to be down low enough. That doesn't seem. It does look level to me, to my eyes, but. That seems to be better. Seems to be picking up at a better pace. Right, last one this time. I suppose we also did need to clear the field as well, so it's a double whammy this, isn't it really? It's near, yeah it is, yeah, because there is still quite a lot of grass on the field, to be honest. As I said, it is quite a large field. Yeah, I was having thoughts then about do we sell it for silage, and I thought, I want to treat it as a sheep pasture. If I'm honest, I really do. Whoa. Right, 30. Wow, it's not done bad though. Right, smashing. Let's go and grab the bale forks. And let's take one of those up. Not that we need to, but I want to keep it fed. We know it's not going down by a lot. The other thing is as well, with us being into wool and clothing, I'm not sure whether there is. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do some testing that doesn't cost us. Like at the end of the session, we're going to like put a few, mind you. Yeah, we would. No, it's all right. I know what I'm about to say, which is to put, because you can never tell the cycles of a mod just by looking at it, but it is interesting for us to know which is the best cycles. Is what we've got just slightly, worse than the actual game one, or what? We need to know these things as to whether it's worth us spending 80,000 on a prop. Right, let's look at the bolts first. Yeah, that's fairly level. Then we go down, hit the floor, then we come up just to about there roughly. The trouble is that does defeat us is the ground is uneven as well. Yeah, well, that is actually in the proper things, but it doesn't ever seem to want to settle down even when you do that. Yeah, when you put them up at the highest sort of thing, it should, in real life it would obviously jostle down, but in this it wants to jostle off. Right. Let's get this in, and the other one, that's 10 tons then. Oh, now that shouldn't have dropped off. This is what's annoying. Yeah, this is why I had something like the big bag winch would seriously be so much better. That's why I love things like that. Not because, of course I understand I want to play with bale forks and proper forks, but yeah, this is Farming Simulator where things don't work as they should do. No, it was not level. It's level-ish, but we're on very unlevel ground. That's way too high. That's the ground. Slightly up. It is, although I've got to be honest, it's also 8,000 at the minute. That's quite a lot, but I do agree with myself in so much as it's not. Yeah, I'd love to play total realism, as in for everything, but some things still aren't ready for total realism. That's why people pick pallets up by hand and things like that. It's not because they particularly want to. One, it's quicker, and two, if you did it properly, well, a bit like you could stack a pallet on top of another pallet. You try that on this and it'll do what it did to us. It throws it across the map. Yeah. Right. Well, we are certainly using some fuel. Let's try and go a little bit slowly this time. Yeah, it's hiccuping. Right, 10 tons of wool. Right, smashing, and animals are 35,000, 18,000. Let's have a look at our animals to see how we're doing. 50% puberty, 80%. Wow, they're going to give birth. Wow, they are both going to give birth. Next month, that's going to be 100. And we've got some approaching the end of puberty. Wow, we have. We've got two. That's going to be 424. And then, wow, that is amazing. Right, sleep through till morning then. I did check, and I would have loved that, but it's out of our price range. We want land, and we want other spinneries basically, but we've got to see if the Lortz is the best option if we put a second one, because obviously you've got to cross the fact that it's only 25,000. You could put 4 of those down to 1 and it would still be 4 times better than, so we should have 424 animals. No, 432. You were wrong. It's a few more than you thought. 98%, 20 tons. That we lost 15 tons due to how many sheep we've got now. Right, okay. Yeah, I think it's just now. That is the point that should have popped. Yay! So we've got 1. It's January. Will we do a second? That is the question. We did last year. Let's put those down. Right. Yeah, we're going to start to buy some grass. Just, it's only the time element. It really. Well, I suppose I could. It is true. I could grab some of this off camera. I could, because I would like to clear the field for the fact so that the field is cleared, if you know what I mean. For now, let us. Yeah, we will. That it's not a bad idea actually. I quite like it. I think we will do that. Not sure if I'm far enough back. No, I'm not. And slightly to the left. Still a little. No, we can just about get away with that. Right, grass. Let's fill this. Is this 14 tons? Pop. So. it is. And you do realise you haven't checked the sales. Ooh. Beautiful. It is a gorgeous thing, but you know, no. Just, just thinking as you do, trying to like think of ideas. That my best I could come up with was that we could do that baling contract. I thought, what? You can cut grass? Yes. We've got a means of like literally loading the bales. We literally have, but. Yeah, baler? I just suppose, no, it's true, there's that 12,000 baler that if you were going to do baling, that's not. Yeah, a couple of contracts and you could actually do it, but I don't fancy my chances with that. Mind you, haven't we got two now? Let's have a look at our... Didn't we buy the front as well with the mowers, or have we still got just the one? Ah, but we could buy the front one as well. Now that we've got the more powerful mower, we've got the 3.5, we could also buy the... in fact, we could buy the RDMDR, or is it RDMR? RDMR, that's it. Right. Ooh, actually, that's not bad. Okay. Let's... Right. Water. That's not bad, actually. See, one of those keeps slightly ahead of the... Mind you, no, it's about the same. Yeah, we should be keeping up with the... yeah, if we're putting 14 tons in a day... Ooh, now that's not bad. Yes, I've got a few sheep on Attingham, but nowhere near the scale on this. Right. Let's feel. Right, so then let's have a look. How much puberty? So they've just gone into their reproduction. Oh wow, puberty 87, so they're nearly adults. Yes, puberty 0 months. Alright, okay. Well, they're going to be going to full grown tomorrow. Yeah, they're going to reproduce in a couple, 2 or 3 months. Right, smashing. We're looking good. We truly are. A few more months and we will have total... What's the point? How much? Which we don't really need to worry, do we? Got plenty of wool there. Do they produce wool during the winter? Surely not. I wouldn't have thought so. Right, sleepy time. January, February, 9 o'clock. Yeah, I don't suppose we're doing too bad when you consider we also bought the Tatra, which has knocked our money down again, and it is, yeah, long term. We are going to need a lorry. It's also a hook lift lorry, so it's different, which I do like. There's loads of fantastic trailers. Wow, oh my life. Now we are seriously pumping out some wool. That is amazing, it truly is. I do think we ought to get an auto load. I've said that's the only auto load I'm allowing, and that is the fact that for this type of thing, yeah, because if you're shifting stuff around, I think that's not a bad idea. Let's have a look. My absolute favourite tractor at an unbelievably low price. Oh wow, that is amazing. Right, that's a good price as well. But yeah, do you know? Right, let's go and see. Yeah, let's go and see how much we've got in first, because we've got to see, could we produce another one? Yes, 6,000 that will produce. So, yeah, we could actually do that. February, March, April. Yeah, what I'm thinking is 19,000. Right, we need to, let's do the water. Do we, yeah, I might be a bit paranoid sort of thing, because, yeah, it is true. We can easily get away with 2 days, and then we can just do 2 lots of loading. There's no more births going to happen, so I think that's not a bad thing. Let's go through to March. I'm thinking of you guys and girls watching base. I am trying to streamline this a little bit, because I do know this is boring. I'm not yeah, I'm not under any illusions, but this is not going to be like this forever. It really isn't. In fact, I think things will change this year, if I'm honest, where this does become completely different. But I mean, yeah, I mean, the wall side of things is going absolutely amazing now. That is 2 full pallets a day. That's a month. Wow. Yes, food. Water. Gordon Bennett, that even went through the water a lot as well. Right, let's fill the water up then. So, yeah, these are seriously 432. Let's have a look, because this next month is our month for puberty, 87%. Reproduction 40. So these are going to give birth. So this is almost, when they've done the next set of births, are basically going to just fill this to 500, and then that is it. That is us done, and then it's just waiting for all of these pubescent ones, which some of them are quite the way through, to bottom out to be full grown, and then we literally, yeah, start filling. And let's. Right, let's go grab some food. Because if we do it again, they are going to be losing health. 800 litres of grass is not a lot. Whoa. Wow, it does turn. Wow, I can't believe how quickly this turns. It's amazing. Now that was not bad. Right, food, 2 lots, definitely. Again, streamlining. I would like a bigger. That's a point. Am I tempted? No, I am not. That is a good price for the year 2020. It is, but again, it's yeah, we're looking at sort of super stupendous things, really, aren't we? So next month is our sell month. So then, in fact, let's do. No, I don't think. I think 3 lots is too much. But I could stick some in the silo, couldn't I, thinking about it? So yes, let's do it. I think I'm right. Let's go for this. It's 45 tonnes. I think its limit is 46. That's not actually, yeah. And if we've got a little bit over, we can then just stick it straight into the silo. Yeah, I will finish my words. I'm a terror. Yes, I'm really loving Attingham. Absolutely. Yeah. It's fantastic. It really is. Did love that map in FS19. Oh, and I didn't play it to death. I didn't. I was saying that in my, in today's episode that I'm just uploading right now on YouTube. Yeah, it's a bit of a monster. It's an hour and a half. And I am changing. Yes, I'm putting some timestamps on it so that people can literally choose to go through the time lapses or not. Yes, because I had a couple of comments of some people who don't like time lapses, and I am trying to sort of streamline it so those who aren't a massive fan of time lapse can just stream straight through to the bit on the timeline that's gone. I personally, as I said, I see a need for time lapses. I don't sort of people haven't always got 3 hours. I don't like the fast ones. I do agree. It was likened to Angry Bee time lapse is what the wording was, and I know what they mean. I did the Stone Valley one, the massive field harvest, because I thought this is going to be a monster, and I did it times 7, and it was awful. I obviously didn't upload it to YouTube because I just didn't like it. It was terrible. So then I did it times 3 or 4, and it's nice and smooth. It's completely different. So I can, I enjoy sometimes listening to the music myself. In editing, I actually quite like them, but I also think for continuity, it's better than doing a montage where people. I mean, I know I've often harp on about honesty, that you can see what, and it's just true. You can see, but there are ways to cheat anyway. Really, you could, but it would be difficult because that's why I like the time clock, and also you'd have to be very good at. Okay, I won't even bother looking backwards if I'm actually hit it by mistake. That's brilliant. So yeah, one more. So I mean, although I do go on a lot about honesty and integrity, which I do, I don't cheat. I don't see the point. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down. But I know, yeah, perhaps people do. I've always said that the people can, you know, which is why I like to be transparent and like to show everything. But yeah, I also realise it's. Right, we're going to run. Yeah, last one. Then we're going to change the configuration of this to bale. I suppose that's another thing as well. It wouldn't be a bad idea to actually have a trailer. Even the TPS would be fantastic, because that's £1,500 for a bale trailer we could just use for. Mind you, no, I was right. I wouldn't mind doing the auto load. Again, we want to streamline this, and if we're going to go big in this to, you know, basically get our farming up and going, then yeah, to streamline. Mind you, I suppose I could sell it straight away and just make sure I sell it to April morning. We could do that, have it as storing, and then do it like that. That is also an option. Obviously, taking it to a sell point is the best way to guarantee. That is, so it's that little point there. So that should take us right up to about 46 tons, which is its limit. Would you believe that? 689 litres out. Right, okay. I could have forced done this. I could, but you know, we've got enough grass on this field already. But let's have a look while we're up here at how close we are to a second one. Just last time we did this, nowhere near. I don't get this. I don't get why last time it was producing. Why we nearly got 2? Well, we're not going to do that this time. And yet we've got plenty of wool. Right, okay. Right, let's just change the configuration. Well, if it's only one set, we can actually just take it up. It's actually quite true. It is. I can't see miraculously that going up to 5 tons overnight, no matter how much wool you put up there. Right, configuration. Let's change that. No. Remember, you have to get out and you still got to attach it. Still does the same thing. Oh! That did both! Nah, so this... yeah, I did say that last time. It did show that the mod had crashed that all the time when the wires wouldn't attach. Changing the configuration did something weird and it just didn't. Oh, I suppose actually we could use this twice. Once to take the wool, and then we can grab the... Right. Wow. Let's get those right first. Let's see those. No, that's not far off. Ooh. Why are you kicking? Right. Auto load it is, absolutely. Yep. I know when I'm beaten when things don't work properly. That's definitely time for giving up trying to do it manually when the game is killing you for it. Do we just keep that in grass configuration? Yeah, true. We're going to sell one tomorrow morning. Let's just change this back to grass configuration and yeah, go through till tomorrow morning. Let's make sure we've got enough here. Yeah, it's not just suddenly going to go. So right, let's change that. Yes, let's go big. Absolutely yes. Right, it's actually disconnected, and we want it to be disconnected this time. So let's take one lot of the one that flew. Let's take that. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to hit the trailer behind it, but I'm careful. Yeah, let's take this one up. Let's get that level. It's not far off. Not low. That looks very close to hit. Oh no, it's doing it again. It's doing the hiccuping and then it goes bang. Like you shot it from a shotgun. Oh dear, I was just thinking, isn't it typical? I've done an ultra realism series, but it is, I've got to be honest, yeah, it's very strange start, so yeah, I might try another, not giving up on this, because yeah, if you'll bear with me, I think this is going to turn into something quite good, but yeah, it's a bit of a slow start. Yeah, 14 tons, so right, animals, what are we at? 46, 18, 432. Let's have one last look at the animals to see how we're doing. Puberty, so they'll be full. They'll give birth tomorrow, so I think they're going to fill it almost, aren't they? Yeah, within the next couple of months, and we've nearly got most of them out of puberty. So, right, Gordon Bennett, look at that little lot. Yeah, we're going to need to shift that, aren't we? Oh no, those two are outside the... Oh, I think there's still room. Right. We did check. We did, yes. Pointless. Right. Let's sleep till... Let's have a look at the price. Because I know myself, you can sometimes get it where it's actually it's on the way up. Nearly 17,000. Okay, let's do it. But let's go to 8. Hope that it should, well, yeah, it's supposed to be the day when the price reaches its highest, so yeah, let's have a look straight away. Ooh, that's that fantastic. I love that, I do, it's amazing, but it's worth quite a lot of money. We've got to, mind you, we do get some money today, but yeah, I don't think we can afford to have, do we do that? Do we dice? We were looking at prices. Right, smashing, so they are at what we want, so let's go and sell some clothes. Yeah, we've waited for this all year long. And obviously, yeah, it is the only thing that's holding us up now is the fact because we've got lots and lots of wool. I mean, lots. Yeah, wow, that's going up very slowly. That's 600. I don't think that should be that bad. I think something's gone wrong because this was better than that. Last time we did this, it surely got more cycles than 600. Let's have a look. That's not right. Has it gone wrong? Fabric wool. How many cycles? 48, 480, 1,500 per month. Well, I suppose we could keep our eye on that. So it should go up 1,500 per month. Ish. Yeah, within a little bit. Fairly square. Hit the ground. Slightly. Perfect. Yeah, let's look backwards. Let's reverse as you should reverse. Yeah, so 1,500, so it is awful. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell this, and yeah, because it has been quite a long session, and I want this to sort of start picking up for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of testing. We are going to save the game before we do the testing, and then we're going to buy. We obviously can afford to buy the land once we've sold this, as I found to my delight when I realised it is 5 lots of 18,000. So that is a lot of money. So we should be able to buy the patch of land, the production section that we've looked at, and what we'll do then is save it at that point, and then we're going to go and put some productions down, but we're going to inject some pretend money in that's obviously not, it's going to be done after we've saved it, and then obviously next session I should be loading the save before. Oh, please don't do anything horrible. You are all that we're relying on you. We truly are. So yeah, I know where we're going. Just reminding myself I should be jumping through. Yeah, auto load definitely. And I know exactly what we wanted. Right, we can do it if we're reasonably quick. Yeah, there is an auto load on the hook lift, so indicate right. Well, no, remember, don't make the same mistake twice. We want to be going right in here. And now does this open? It does. Indicator off before we drive everybody crazy. And we're going to drive the Tatra. We are rich. Oh, I really do want to buy that. It's a fantastic tractor. It's 261 horsepower when it's upgraded completely. So I am tempted to sell the Deutz only because I'm not sure. Oh, let's just Now then, make sure don't go on. Right, spikes down. I thought we were going to go in the Tatra. You get carried away again. Just like last year where we got that. It just goes to your head and you go, yay! Oh, right, we do need to repair this, and we are going to grab... Oh, there's another one of those mods that has a horrible thing with this particular mod. Yeah, it always looks to the back every time you get in. It's going to drive me crazy, but hey-ho. Yeah, it's not perfect. Right, repair. Right, that auto load. Let's go and get that. Still got to be careful because we need this money. So are we going to buy that? We are definitely. I am going to take a punt on it, and it is just as is. We'll upgrade it in the future. Oh, it's the 180 horsepower one. Brilliant. So we've just got the, yeah, it's still going to be tight. Yeah, auto load. It is. I agree. Well, if it is, if we can't do it, then we will sell like I was going to. Yeah. I'm not sure. Is it on miscellaneous? I think it is. Yes, here we go. Auto load platform for factory pallets. Drum platform. Oh, wow. Should we keep it brown? I don't have much brown. Okay. Right, smashing. Let's get that loaded. Yeah. Right, that's the front. Oh, it's got a nice steering on it. Ooh. Mirrors then. Mirrors it is. Also, as in real life, so we need to be clearing off to the right a bit. Like that. Yeah. Smashing, so... Switch this on, I've never done this. Does it auto load itself and I like a script? Right, anyway, we are going down to that slab of land and we are going to buy that. So we'll come back for the crane and our new purchase in a bit. Yeah, we've got to now be very careful. Every time you do it, it's going to go backwards, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Indicate right. Be careful not to turn too thin quickly and hit the post. Now that's true. We need to. I did mean to, because I do realise that obviously one of the reasons we've got such. Obviously we've had support generators in to compensate for the fact that the farm is costing us, and we shouldn't have that. So I did mean to do that in the background, but again, of course, as I usually do, I forgot to do it. Terror for that. Right, we're going to drive through the farmyard because the slab is, yeah, right the way through here on the other side. But there is a little bit of a public road through the yard. Yeah, here we are, bridle path or something. Goes straight through. Yeah. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, technically on paper this is our farm, but as we all know, it's not. Not having that, that's, yeah. Of course, the bad side is it is costing us as if we did. You're charging us productions and all of the costs for everything, so it's still good. It's good practice to look. Oh, it's tight. Right. Oh, it's more than tight. You've hit the wall. It simply said, tell me this is too wide for this road. Because that seems fairly square. It says. Well, I think you'll find it wasn't. Indicates. Why? There's no one here. You only indicate if there's another person or vehicle to let them know that you are. Yeah, so this slab here is what we are going to buy. And that will then be the end of the session. What we're going to do, well, no, I don't I shall explain a little bit. Yeah, for once we shall save this right here. So that is the save point. So what we're going to do now is we are going to add some money. This is just, yeah, we're not adding this as in cheating. This is obviously next time I load, this is just for us to test to see how much, because obviously this is the only way. If you went to buy a product in real life, you would know. So let's add, it doesn't matter, we can add what we like because it's going to go 1 million. Right, now then, let's have some fun and see every kind of spinnery that we possibly can. We've got the lots already, so there's no point in placing that again. Dairy, grain, milk, spinnery. So we want to put the proper one down. That's the point. Yeah, let's for once stick the interactive zone markers on, because it is useful, especially being as I don't know a thing about the spinneries really. That's a spinnery. So that is, yeah, so it's all there. It's nice and flat. Let's stick this as far. Slightly lumpy, but yeah, remember this is pretend money. Right, spinnery. Sugar milk tailor shop. Have I done that wrong? Do I need the spinnery? Yeah, wool to fabric. And what is it? Cycles. Wool does 1,440. Oh, wow. Wow, I've got to be honest. Yeah. 2 produces 1, so it halves it the same as ours, but it's actually less. That's terrible. Yeah, if you look at ours is... no, yeah, that is right. So ours produces... yeah, that's true. Right, fabric, 48 times 30, which is 480, which is 1,500. Now then, the wool it turned into clothes, which is 24 times 45. So it is really lousy. 10 times would be 450. So it's 1,000, almost a ton a day. So it is actually very slow. So one of those is going to do pretty much a ton a day. It's just 12 tons a month. 12 tons a year even, ish. Which means at best... well, it's 3 tons of clothes a year, which that is a point. I think that Lords is doing better than that, Ben. I think I'm right. So this just produces the spinnery. Why have we got spinnery Y, spinnery Y? Why is if it's 2? Does it do it twice? Because we've only got 1 down. Right, okay, this is confusing. So that also does 1440, but I don't know if it's got 2 things, or whether it's just a bit of a mistake, but whether it has 2 sort of things, so therefore we'll output twice. But so basically the Lortz on paper is as good, and it actually does both sides, because that only does the fabric. It doesn't do the next bit, which is the tailor shop. Let's put that down, we do need to know. Right, okay, so how much do you do? Because it could be that the spinneries obviously is good. No, I don't want to do that at all. I want to you. So clothes is 1,080. Oh, wow, I've got to be honest then. Yeah, the Lords is almost, it's exactly the same as the base games for an absolute snippet. So we're best to just keep placing the Lords, but let's have a look. Let's be a little bit more thorough than that. So base game is absolutely thrashed by the Lord. Well, what I mean by that is to make this a massive production, you'd have to put lots of those down for the 2 sides, which would cost us a fortune. The investment would be awful. So let's have a look. Now I have placed another one in today. No, I don't mean for this, but dairy, spinnery. Ah, so there is another spinnery. So let's look at all of them as well while we're doing this. Chocolate, diesel, donuts, pallets, grain, oil. Now them dairies, composter, no slopes, fish farming. Ah, of course, yes. Fuel refinery, ice cream, industrial bakery. Seeds, malt. There is one I got today, which modern sugar factory. Outhouse, pancake, pallets, pizzas, plantly, potato, sawmill seeds, stone crushing lime, sugar beets. I'm sure it was the farm productions pack. That is true. That is worth placing. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Omatana ones actually do. Whether they... I think that's it, but I don't know, because I placed some... I'm sure I put some more in. Whether... no. They must be in there somewhere then. And perhaps some of them are sale points. Right, let's have a look at the Omatana one. Let's look at this one as well. So this is... Why is that not showing me? So this is 1440. Now that's ours because it's activated. Why did that not open at the... So spinnery, so this is the new one. 576. No, we want wool. 1440, exactly the same. Yeah, and the clothes also. So yeah, it's true. I've got to be honest. The Lords is up to this. This one here. Let's open the farm production. It's there. That's why I can never find it on Hobo's Hollow. Yeah, let's have a look, because this could be super duper. You don't know. You never know. Oh. Well, actually, I do. It's nothing like that. Yeah, it isn't. So soy, strawberry, yeah, flour, sugar beets, bread. Yeah, it does the baking and all sorts, but it doesn't do... Yeah, it's so... Wow. Right, well, that is where we're going to leave it. So, undeniably, the Lords is equal to one of those and one of those, almost to the letter. So if we stick 3 or 4 of the Lords down, which as we very well know are very reasonable, then yeah, we've got our autoload now. We should be dragging stuff across, autoloading this and next session. And yeah, obviously next session the only thing that will be here is this, because this never happened. The same as the money will be straight back down to what it was before. So this is a figment of all of our imaginations, because it's going to go pop next time I load the game. So without any further ado, I am going to say one thing I am going to do is, because I know it's going to happen, I will forget to switch the interactive zone markers off. Yeah, it's I think right now, when we're back down to our normal 100 and something thousand, that I think we're in for exciting times, if I'm honest. Trying to think. Yeah, I've still got to bring the wool across. That's the only bad thing. I've got to, but at least we've got the Tatra to actually do that, and it's an auto load, so we'll be able to grab all of the stuff and bring it straight across. And we're going to stick a line of the Lords, I think, at the back to begin with. I think a line up the back, and then we'll go across the top, and then we'll start to go down the middle, because this is quite a big thing. I'm going to try to do this as best as possible. Maybe actually also, yeah, actually, is it? Do we start here in this corner and then work back this way as well? We'll see how many of the Lords we can actually do to go into business as a really monster. Do we do it for a year? Because obviously we know we're producing an awful... It's very slow to produce the end product. But if we had 4 of them, we would have 4 times the amount. And I'd be honest, we've got a lot of wool. Let me just do the one thing I don't do. Pounds. Yeah, let me just pop back to our... Why is that not moving? Right, let's go back to our farm. I know I don't do this very often, but... Yeah. Let's have a look at how much, because we are producing... Yeah, and we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Yeah, I have 25 tons, and we're producing, is it nearly 2 of those? This is very nearly full. So, yeah. Also, the one other thing I would like to do is also with the Tetra... Do we buy a bigger... I think so, because I'd like to feed them in one hit, if I'm honest. And, yeah, the Tetra can also do that. I'm wondering, though, is it more... We have got the tractor. Yeah, it is true. Even this one. I think... Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. It's the fact that the backs for the hook lifts are super duper cheap. And at the minute, obviously, money's tight. And for this year at least, because we're going to try to stick as much in productions. As I said, I want to ramp this up. I want to sort of get this... So we streamline our business and then harness the power of that business, and then perhaps next year we can afford literally to super duper go ace, maybe even buy another IT runner as well. Or no, I like the IT runner because it's only 25,000. Yeah, what I'm thinking is one of these. It's one of the Royal Christie one backs. They're 5,000 for 48 tonner. Yeah, I'll colour it, and it's about 6,005. So it's amazing. So we could do that, and we could, in one hit, we could buy our grass, put that in, because obviously our sheep are going to be eating a lot now, because there's going to be 500 of these very soon. In fact, yeah, with 14 off top, and then we can have adults all along. The other thing is, do we go bigger with sheep? Do I really? No. Do you know, I think I am happy. It's true. I don't want to just concentrate. I don't want to be just a sheep farmer. We may have started sheep and into the wool business, but I would like us to move to traditional farming. I would like to streamline this so it's as easy for us to manage as possible, as you would with any business. Wow, that is just mega bad. Yeah, and that bit. Yes, to streamline it so it's as good as it gets. I'm tempted to move that out. No, it's good enough there. Let's not get silly now. Right, anyway, yes, I am. Just talking plans. Truthfully, yeah, I would like to probably do another year, as we're doing with our animals all being adults, to see how much in a year we do. And I think, as I say, we'll probably get at least 4 more. So we're going to have 5 of those. And we shall see how much we produce in here and take... Yeah, to produce clothes, we should just see, basically, because let's just have a look as well. Now we know how slow it is. Yeah. Right, smashing. Okay, are we going to leave it there? I am well chuffed. Very, very chuffed. The other thing is, I think I'm going to put the Zeta actually in the field on this. That will be its job, because now we've got the Kramer. It's just nice to hop in and fill and... fill that straight away. As I say, streamlining. And I have said this before, animals do get used to things being left in fields. They truly do. So it's not, they'll just go around it. As long as I leave them plenty of room to get to that, that will be fine. Yeah, and they can get around that easily. Yeah, right. Anyway, no more waffling from me. I am hoping to do another session. I've thoroughly enjoyed this session. It's nice to see our money at 856,406, even if it is only for a minute. Yeah, one day, who knows? We may well do that. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stop recording. I think I'm going to try to sort out the farm problem right now before I... hopefully, I'm just hoping if we ever bought the farm... No, we won't. It's not on this Let's Play. I'm not going to do that. Even if we did, we'd go for something else. So anyway, I am going to say... Thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope that you continue with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.